hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Do y'all know what time it is? Do y'all really know what time it is? It's time to grab your popcorn, grab your best beverage. It's time to relax your ears. Wrestling season has returned. Yeah, that's right. And it's time for your main event. Coming down the aisle, we have the one, Bobby Wrestles. And he is accompanied by the beautiful Meow. This is the main event. Welcome to the All About Wrestling Podcast.
Sunday night. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the All About Wrestling Podcast. I'm your guy, Bobby Wrestles, your host tonight. You can call me Ballsy Bobby. That's right. I'm feeling ballsy tonight. Yes, I am, with respect to the topics that we're talking about. Folks, weeks ago, you saw a short that I created from an episode where we talked about Ronda Rousey. We asked, is Ronda washed? She looked washed. She appeared to be washed. She had on her glasses. She was at a desk. She's not washed. In fact, that picture that we showed, she was loading up ammunition, getting ready to drop a new book. We're going to talk about it. We're also talking about Matt Hardy and Booker T. Why are we talking about Matt Hardy and Booker T? Separate incidents. Matt Hardy, the question was, is he going to WWE? We'll break it down. Also, Booker T. As a content creator, I want to ask you guys, I want to ask you folks, should we, in this format, as we deliver to you, should we lie? Booker T caught lying. Should he have done this? Right? I put a poll out on Instagram. A lot of you have chimed in. A lot of you saw the poll. We're going to break it down. I don't think this is a good look, but it happened, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to break that down. Folks in the chat, thanks for joining us. Fandito, of course, channel moderator. EW1, what's going on? Make sure you check out EW1 on YouTube. Matt G, what's going on? C. Henry, good evening, sir. Good evening. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to break down. All right, we're going to get into those topics shortly. Folks, I do want to share with you something that we've created here at the All About Wrestling Podcast. Yes, our channel membership. All right, I talked about this during the last show, but I want you guys to be aware of what this is. All right, a monthly basis, guys. If you become a member to our channel, you're going to receive a t-shirt, a custom t-shirt to your door every single month. You'll also be invited to our members only live streams where we have uncensored content. You'll receive loyalty badges as well as custom emojis. All right, you can check that out at the All About Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel. All right, to give you some idea as to what's going on with respect to these t-shirts, folks, we're deciding to unveil our first t-shirt for the month of April. All right, this is going to be our It's a Philly Thing All About Wrestling Podcast tee. There you see it on the screen. All right, it's going to be a white t-shirt with that logo. All right, this is in commemoration to WrestleMania coming to WrestleMania Philadelphia, WrestleMania 40. You see the Liberty Bell, and the logo was a little bit of an adjustment to the logo. All right, so it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. All right, so there you have it. Folks, how you feel on a Sunday night? Wherever you're viewing this show from, please share that in the comments. How do you feel right now? All right, I'm feeling good. Usually, I don't do a late show. However, the algorithm has shared information with me that most of our viewers are on during this time, during these hours between 8 p.m. and midnight. All right, if that doesn't sound true to you, that's what they're saying. All right, so I figured we give it a try and we see what's going on. All right, we're live, folks. We are live, and we're about to talk about some of these topics. Welcome to the All About Wrestling Podcast. Of course, you can call in, you can stream in. If you do choose to stream in, please let us know in the chat if you sent a email address to our email address, and we'll send you the link so you can pop into the screen. Some channel news for you right there. You can check out the scrolling ticker at the bottom of the screen. And I think it's time that we get into our first topic. Folks, Ronda Rousey. If you follow news stories worldwide, across the country, folks, Ronda Rousey has obliterated WWE. Yes, she has. Yes, she has. And we've got a snippet of that, only a taste, because she claims she's got so much more to say about WWE and her dislike for the company, but she was limited to her 9,000-word text. Yes, she's coming out with a memoir, folks. A memoir. I pre-ordered it. If you want to get your copy of this memoir, please make sure you go to Amazon. The book drops April 2nd, right? Days before WrestleMania. It's available for pre-order. Rousey, and it's called Our Fight. Man, oh man, juicy stuff. Juicy stuff. All right, so harsh words for WWE. Harsh words for specifically two executives. One ousted, the former employed John Laurinaitis, who was implicated in the McMahon hush money scandal. Remember that? Remember that? So Ronda Rousey, she says John Laurinaitis and Bruce Pritchard can go fuck themselves. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. You know, where's this coming from? All right, so Rousey, she does admit she still likes Triple H. No problems with Triple H at all. But she says WWE is a shit show behind the scenes. Okay, now this is coming from her. General consensus, maybe this isn't true. However, this is her experience. So if this is her truth, this is what she feels, right? Folks in the chat. And I will say this. I fixed the delay problem, all right? I altered the latency. So what you're seeing is just mere seconds from what I'm saying, all right? So I've kind of narrowed that down. All right, so we have a closer connection. Folks in the chat, if you understand what I'm saying. I see your chats. And me talking now, you hearing this, it's no longer 20 seconds ago, all right? So we're live in effect, folks. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Ronda Rousey's wrestling record, overall wrestling record, 85 wins, 16 losses, 4 draws. So she has a win percentage of 80.95%. Rousey says she's not coming back, at least to WWE. She's not coming back. All right. All right, Fandito, do the stream in or call in, guys. Numbers on the screen. Thank you. Thanks for that, bro. Johnny Ace, Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard. She has more on them and Kevin Dunn's dumbass. Folks, Fandito, you can always rely on Fandito to give you the harsh, hardcore facts. And that's why we appreciate him so much. Sleazy, not sleepy. C. Henry, if she felt this strongly about WWE, why did she go back after the pregnancy? Now let's not sugarcoat this. We know Ronda Rousey likes the limelight. Let's be clear. It's no secret, right? None at all. Why not? She got the bag. All right, we know she got paid. Her win percentage states that she wasn't really done bad on the screen. But of course, that's arguable because some believe that her last hurrah was terrible. It was terrible. I don't think it was respectful, the way that she lost. You can tell she was upset. She stormed out, didn't want to be there. You could tell she did it because of her obligation. However, you know, I'm very interested to see what's in this book. All right, the book, I did pre-order it. The book, I believe, is around $30. Why not? I want to read it. I'm going to take my time with some coffee over the course of a week and read this book. It's 9,000 words. You can imagine how many pages it is. But I want to sit here in front of you and go over what's in this book. I'm very interested in seeing what's in this book. All right, yeah, we must not sugarcoat it, Fandito. She does love the limelight. She got the dirt on Vince, Kevin, Johnny, and Bruce, so we may get some more. I think we are. Now, that was just a snippet. That was just a taste of what's to come with respect to Ronda Rousey. Well, she's washed. Respectfully. She's had multiple concussions. So I'm not saying like, she's washed because she's bad. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to get into a fight with Ronda Rousey, but she's had multiple concussions. And we know how in the wrestling world, they take that very seriously. From MMA, perhaps there's a chance that WWE didn't protect her. Could that be a part of the issue? We don't know. We don't know exactly, specifically what the issues were, but we're going to find out, at least in her words, what happened. What was the issue? Big Nick, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Man. Big Nick always showing love on Instagram. Every single thing we put up, he likes it. He shares it. We appreciate you. And I have to spread the love too. I know I'm slacking. But you can expect for me to pay homage and do my part, bro. We appreciate you and we support you. On a side note, not to get too much off track here, I watched Bonebreaker Action. If you're not familiar with him, he posted a video today on YouTube, BBA, Bonebreaker Action, where he takes action figures and makes full animated clips of them talking, wrestling. I was glued to my seat because it takes a lot of talent for you to take these action figures and mold them into some type of video. It was amazing. It was really, really amazing. So please make sure you check him out. Check out his channel when you have a chance. Yeah, so Ronda Rousey. Anybody want to stream in? I want to try this out. Folks, let's see if we can do this. Folks, don't be shy. All right? Don't be shy. The information's on the screen. If you do send your email address to us, please let us know. Let us know, and we will send you the link so you can pop right in. You can use your cell phone, your computer. Mick Brook, what's going on? Mick Brook. Nothing much, man. Just talking some wrestling. About Ronda Rousey. What are your thoughts? Weeks ago is she washed? Now she's destroying WWE in her words, in her memoir. We're excited to see it. Fandito, call in or stream in, guys. It's worth it to give your input. Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to know what you guys think. But this memoir, I'll put the picture up again. All right. April 2nd. Comes out April 2nd. I ordered mine. I pre-ordered it on Amazon. The cover looks great. Look like she's about that action. And she is. We know she's no slouch when it comes to throwing them bowls or them Snickers, whatever you want to call it. Mia Moore's doing great, man. She does want that bag. She's going to get it, too. I guarantee this book's going to do very great. Very big numbers. No lie. This book's going to do numbers. All right, let's move along. Folks. Let's see. What are we talking about next? Booker T. Now, this hits home because I'm a content creator. And I've had viewers attempt to call me out on the carpet with respect to stats and things that I've posed and presented to you. And I was very, very honored to go do my research, get this information, and kick it back and say, look, this is my source, all right? As content creators, as presenters of information and news, we have to be on point and on par when we're sharing information, because for one thing I don't want to get is a cease and desist or a letter stating that I defamed someone, defamation, right? I have to be correct. I have to come correct to you guys and women on this microphone. Eric Douglas says, I was a fan from UFC. One run was great for me. Her second run, she kind of cheated out at some point. Yeah. She didn't give us her all, correct? As wrestling fans, as paid customers, consumers, we didn't get what we were deserved. And I agree with you, Eric Douglas. Very good point. Very good point. C. Henry, respectfully speaking, Ronda has a history of double talking herself. First, she talked about Floyd Mayweather being a wife beater, but yet she doesn't talk about Dana White or her own husband. Oh yeah, we got a show. The gloves are off. The gloves are off. Are any of you getting her book? Let us know in the comments. Are you getting this book? And if not, don't worry. I'll read it to you. I'll sit here with some coffee. This isn't the book, but I'll sit here and I'll pull up some pages, out some highlights. Don't worry. Don't spend your money if you don't have to. I'll spend it for you. Big Nick, is Ronda in the realm of the likes of Goldberg, Ryback, etc., that think they are above the wrestling world? Interesting question. Very interesting question. We all know in my opinion, she seems to be a little bit arrogant. Rightfully so, because we know what she did. She made history for a woman in a sport that women did not dominate. She was a trendsetter for what she did. So respectfully, I think she has that right to be arrogant to a certain degree. At some point it has to stop, especially, entering pro sports, pro wrestling specifically, and things are predicted. Respectfully, I'm not going to go down that road, but you know what I'm saying here. You have to protect each other. Athletes, it's not the same. You don't have to go in and destroy your opponent for a bag, for clout, to protect your legacy. You have to go in and you have to put on a great show, all the while by protecting your opponent, right? We know that. We see that all the time. With respect to Booker T, and a lot of you content creators are in this chat, you know what I'm talking about here. You have someone who admitted that he lied. Booker T said he lied. He claimed he had an altercation with CM Punk during the NXT taping on March 12th, right? And he didn't come out and initially say, yeah, I made this up. He didn't do that. No, reports surfaced that he lied. They debunked the claim, specifically originating from NXT. Sources within NXT stated that no one was aware of this confrontation, this alleged confrontation that Booker T had with CM Punk. It didn't happen, right? Caught him lacking. A private clip of Booker T surfaced hinting that he was simply messing around. And then later on in his podcast claims the story was clickbait. Really? Clickbait? That's what we're doing now? You don't have to do clickbait. Booker T, you are a legend. In the ring, at the commentator desk, you don't have to do clickbait. Where is this coming from? Why? I'm pretty sure a lot of wrestling fans, they tune into your show with the hopes that you're going to share a lot of, I don't know, fact, truth. But I don't know. For me, I mean, maybe some people like that. I mean, we all tune in to wrestling. Some people understand that a lot of things are gonna happen a certain way because it's supposed to happen a certain way. But when we're talking about content creating, if your genre, if your platform is based around fiction, then I think that's all it should be. But you can't just say, oh, yeah, you know, we're wrestlers. This is what we do. No, we don't. Especially given the fact that CM Punk has had a very, very disappointing situation in the last few years, right? Am I wrong? Why would you make something up about him? It's just kind of crazy to me. Booker T claimed he was just trying to entertain us. Is this acceptable? Content creators, I ask you, is this acceptable? Big Nick, does Booker get a pass because he walks that line of company guy, content creator? Yes. Does he get a pass? Is this acceptable? No. In my opinion, no, it's not. Some people may feel differently, but this is where I stand. I don't think it's right. If I sit up here and I tell you something that you believe isn't fake, isn't real, call me out on it, please. I implore you. And then I'll go back and then I'll present you with information or source or a reference or some type of evidence. If I can't do that, then by all means, expose me. But I'm not going to sit up here and act like, you know, or make stuff up about other people. That's not, in my opinion, acceptable. Fendito says he definitely does me this before with Corey. He does this before with Corey Graves. After, and he and Graves made up. Really, what was that situation about? He's done it twice now. Okay, so is this common, what is this? Is this common behavior from Booker? I agree if he did it on WWE's platform, it's one thing. We feel it's kayfabe. I agree. If it's his platform, it feels like it's his personal off-the-clock shoot thoughts. Okay. My question is, if Booker wasn't exposed, would he have admitted that it was fake? Now, nothing ever came of it from what we know with regard to CM Punk responding. Maybe he called Punk. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. But, you know, what is it? Like, what is the show now? Like, do we continue to believe everything that comes out of his mouth now? Does this create doubt? As a content creator, do we doubt him now? Do we say, you know, this happened twice where he allegedly said something happened and it didn't happen? Are we supposed to believe him if we did not witness what he's talking about? I don't know. Did this depreciate his legitimacy on content creating? Something to think about. It's really something to think about. With respect to that incident that I asked about, Fendito says it was some BS. They both had a few years ago and both didn't like each other, but once they made up later, on Booker T made remarks towards Graves. He's lucky Punk is chill. I agree. But we have to understand that Punk cannot make too many more mistakes. He is probably on his 9th life. Seriously. So who's to say that Punk didn't want to act out? I don't know. If they didn't talk, I don't know. This is all speculation, folks. I'm not saying I know what happened. But it's real. It's something to think about. I mean, we know Punk has to relax. He has to chill. He's on ice. He cannot afford to make another mistake. He really can't. All right, folks. Matt Hardy. We're gonna break down Matt Hardy in a little bit. I'm gonna take about a minute break. Folks, sit tight. Please view our sponsors and our collaborators and our partners. Be right back. All right, folks. So yeah, Matt Hardy, we're back. We're going to talk about Matt Hardy shortly. Leon the King TV, what is going on? Thanks for stopping in, man. Bro, we've been talking about Ronda Rousey, her new book coming out. And yes, definitely, I'll be very interested in popping on the show, bro. Just hit me up. Hit us up, email us. You know where to find me, Instagram. There's the email on the screen. And when we do this, Leon, you can always pop in if you want to stream in with your phone, your camera. There's the email. Send us your email. We'll send you the link, or you can call in. But yeah, so now we're talking about Matt Hardy. This has become news, folks. It's become news. But why has it become news? It's common practice for wrestlers to visit other promotions. We'll never know about it. You know why? Because the information doesn't leak. But in this respect, folks, it leaked. And it leaked because of, let me ask you in the chat, why did this information about Matt Hardy going to WWE leak? I'll give you a second. Please share with us. And Fandito, you're there. You're just about there. You know why it leaked? Because of Rebby, the wife. It leaked. It leaked because of her. She decided she wanted to go on social media. Hey, we're out and about. We're out and about. Take a picture, pose, and bam, we got a story. Now we got a story. Matt Hardy's at WWE. He's at Raw, at Raleigh, North Carolina, right? Knowing good God and well, his contract's about to expire with AEW. Is this a good look? I don't know. Perhaps he's a part of it. Perhaps this is intentional, right? He's got to go to a negotiation table. Perhaps it's smart for him. Wrestlers attend other promotions all the time. This is common. She posted it to social media. Why? What is the motive behind this? Why? Why are we making this a big story? I had to talk about this because it's in every news outlet. We're talking about Matt Hardy. Is he going to Raw? He's talking about AEW booking frustrations. We've heard this story before, haven't we? I got a caller on the line. Live from Kentucky. Fandito, is that you?
Yes, amigo, it is.
What is going on, bro?
Nothing much. Just doing my thing. I knew that was Rebby Hardy because Rebby don't want to leak his stuff.
Rebby.
He's their own personal demon.
I agree. Why are we talking about Matt Hardy again? Do you think there's a chance that Matt Hardy was behind this in any way?
I think Matt Hardy may have told her to because if you think about it, Matt Hardy and her are just like, they're both attention seekers. Matt Hardy needs to understand you're not the Matt Hardy of back then. Back then, maybe you could have done this ladder match, but we don't want this Hardy now because it's ran its course. Absolutely.
That's
why I think him and Rebby Hardy were both in on it because it just feels like it.
Yeah, there was footage where he's soaking it up. He's meeting fans. He's high-fiving people. He's comfortable. He's not saying, hey, put the camera down. He's allowing her to take pictures. Perhaps, he's drawing attention to himself because he knows he's got to go to the negotiation table.
Exactly. Because that's all that he knows how to do anymore. Because he knows that he's not the Matt Hardy of back then. He knows that Jeff Hardy was the more popular Hardy. But at the same time, we don't want them at WrestleMania because they're not the Hardy Boys of old. But Rebby Hardy and him, they want that attention. So, of course, he's going to make sure that she leaks that stuff because it gets more attention on him.
I agree. We're on the same page. We are definitely on the same page. Well, I got you on the phone. Booker T. We talked about it briefly. What are your thoughts about him lying? Should he have lied? Is it a good look? Please share with us what you think.
He should not have lied because that makes him look stupid. Because why would he have to lie? He's a legend. And him doing that twice now, first he did with Corey Graves, and now fucking CM Punk. He knows CM Punk has one round. If CM Punk does anything wrong, that's it. He's done. He's gone. He's washed. He'll no longer be employed. But of course, Book T decides, hey, I'm going to use this guy to get more attention on me because I want that clout. So he lies through his teeth. That just makes him look bad and makes people want to say to themselves, well, I shall watch his podcast because now I'm going to think everything he says is lies.
Exactly. Now we're going to question what he's saying. He's opened up the floodgates. I think it's a bad look. Like you said, he didn't have to lie. It's just you're a legend. That's beneath you.
Exactly. And it's like he chose to be ignorant like that.
Please share your platform and when you're on for the viewers, please.
Yes. I am Bandito, El Dragon D Cadenza, and I am with the Nice Game Podcast. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Trovo, every Wednesday or every Thursday because we switch up dates and times because we've been doing a lot of good things. We've also got big plans. We just hit 1 million views on a reel that I personally filmed of our security guard doing his job and getting my belt back.
Wow, 1 million views, bro. That's amazing. I got to clap that for you. Awesome. And you're our channel moderator. We appreciate you for that, bro. Thanks for calling in. And please,
you too.
Appreciate you and keep it locked, bro.
You too, brother. Later.
All right, Fandito calling live from Kentucky, folks. Always a huge supporter. Folks in the chat, I see you burning the chat rooms. EW1, they don't need either Hardy anymore. Just move on from them. Yeah, Jeff, man, making mistakes. Leon the King TV, the Hardys are not happy with AW from what's been leaking out. Fandito, Rebby leaks a lot of you know what. See, Henry, whatever you do in your own time is your business. But if Matt was in WWE and went to an AEW show, he wouldn't have posted it online. That was so unprofessional and disrespectful. Big Nick, do we see a Hardy Boys return at WrestleMania? Wouldn't that be interesting? We do know Tony Khan. From what I understand, I could be wrong. I don't recall him doing non-compete clauses. Perhaps he does. But we'll see. If they show up here in Philly, what kind of reception are they going to get? Of course, and I say this respectfully and objectively, if you are a diehard WWE fan, it doesn't matter. You're going to cheer, you're going to scream your lungs out. Let's be honest, right? But very unprofessional. Has pro wrestling free agency reached or is reaching the similarities to the rest of sports free agency? Big Nick. Very good question. I think it is. Pro wrestling, pro sports, people are going around shopping, other teams, other leagues. There's no loyalty here. You're still under contract. Why are you posting in your competition's arena? That's low. It's low. And if I was Tony Khan, I would be pissed off. And perhaps he is. He probably is. All right, folks. Make sure you check us out. We got a new website, aawpodcast.com. That's aawpodcast.com. Please check it out. Tell us what you think. At the bottom, there's a little section for you to chime in. If there's any improvements we can make, any opinions, any comments, concerns, please, suggestions, share them with us, please. And we'll like to implement those. We are 13 days away from WrestleMania. Of course, this has been an All About Wrestling podcast. I am your host, Bobby Rassles, and we'll be back soon. Again, check out our membership if you join the channel. Monthly t-shirts, custom t-shirts, and we got some designs that are fire, folks. The month of April, We have the It's a Philly Thing, All About Wrestling podcast, in commemoration to WrestleMania 40 being here. We decided to go with a custom T-shirt with a Liberty Bell and our logo. The colors are altered blue and red and white, as opposed to the traditional black, gray, and red. There you have it. It's a once in a month, once in a lifetime thing. So the month of April is the only chance you'll get to get this collector's item. All right. All right. So please make sure you keep it locked, folks. We'll be back throughout the week, most definitely next Sunday. Make sure you keep it locked. Follow us on Instagram at All About Wrestling Podcast, Facebook, X, and of course, YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, everybody in the chat. Thank you. We appreciate you, and we'll be back soon.